Okay, this is Champ 2 2v2 gameplay review for Fox. Okay, so this is the right idea. All we have to do is follow through with it, and again, let's try and get on the inside of that ball, and just, even if you can't get it by him, if we're on the inside, we can at least stop it from coming to the middle, which is what we want to avoid. But that guy does a really good job following up, and we get lucky, that's fine. Let's look for something more simple. So as we're pushing this ball up, as soon as they give you this space, I would go for a shot. So remember, the quicker, the simpler, that's what we're looking for. So they give you this time and space, I would do two things. One is to push up the wall and then sweep under it so that hopefully that the ball will, as you come up and under, the ball will shoot out and go off the backboard for a pass. Or the second thing we could do is push this ball forward a little bit, and then once they give me space, I'm going to get space between me and the ball, and I'm going to round out, and I'm just going to run into the ball like a little churn shot and put pressure on them, force them to make a save, and then we can readjust. But when we commit, it's going to be very easy for them to turn and counter, especially if our teammate's not going to be supporting us. So the best way to cover yourself is to make an early decision. So either right here, start taking it to the wall, or as soon as you realize like they give you space, get distance in between you and the ball and go for a shot. Good pathing. Good. That was perfect. You're probably low on boost a little bit. You got boost, that's good. So right here, we need to start looking at what's happening. You have a decision. Let's see how much boost you have. You have 53, so you have more than enough. You don't even need to get boost. You can play this and wait for that bounce and then play it here up the wall just to keep possession and keep control. If you listen to the game volume, you can tell how far away you are. But you should have been able to tell that you're the first one to that ball, and you can stay with it. So this should tell you that you got the time, you got the ball, and you should go for it from here and just keep possession. Since you didn't and you have ball cam on, you should be able to tell that your teammate didn't go for it, and I would go to the net and so I can turn around. I don't want to turn around in between the front post and the corner. I want to turn around back here so that I can challenge it if I need to, or I can wait for him to get it and then I can get it back here. So that play could have been avoided by stopping the ball here, recognizing that we're the first one to the ball, and just play out to the side. Or if we get that ball, we can just go back to the center and turn around so that we can be in this position instead, and then we can react to this ball. So we're out of play for a long time. Let's see. So if you land back here, I would suggest grabbing these boost pads and coming up here and getting 40 boost. So that way, instead of going for that side boost, we could start, well, let's take a look at where the ball is going. So as it's landing, I would take off ball cam, grab this, put it back on, and then I would have 20 boost. Now I have 30 boost, and now I can go for the shot with 30 boost. So as we're rotating back, let's look for boost pads. Let's try and get around 20 at the very least, so that when we push up, we can be ready for this ball, and we could easily have all day in the world to go for that shot. Nice. That's fine. Nice idea. Good recovery. Good space. We gotta turn around soon. You gotta turn around. Good. Let's see how we can improve that. So instead of being stuck all the way outside, again, let's look for this V of boost pads and let's try and find ourselves closer to this rather than the outside. That way we can always, if it goes around the corner, it doesn't matter, we can just meet it down here. But we care about this triangle, remember? So remember, as a second man, you need that triangle between the ball, the front post, the ball, the back post. You're way outside that triangle. So we definitely want to be rotating back in that triangle. So the pathing should have looked like this. Um, let's see. As soon as you grab that, use a few boosts, do a flip, land out here. Now you have, 90 boost or whatever, and you can just wait right here. You can just see what's going on. So as that ball comes, instead of being in this position, we could already be here and hit it straight. Instead of having to hit it to our side, we could hit it straight. Good job giving up on it. Let's take a look. So you had 70 boost the whole time. Let's take a look. I would say as soon as you make that touch and you lost the ball, you lost possession. So that's a fine follow. I would put my brakes on back here and I would just wait to see all the way back here. That way I could tell what's going on. Now that my teammate goes up, okay, now I can follow it from this angle and get the easy shot. So it's right here. Instead of going back in, as soon as I touch that ball and it's going up the wall and he's right there, I want to hold my space right here because I know that my teammate's covering this space. I want to hold back here so if he does get it clear, I can go back and get the ball. If he misses it, you can follow it up if your teammate doesn't. And then if your teammate goes for it, you can still cover that option too. So just the difference of being back here and waiting with your 60 boost, whatever you need, and now you get the shot. From this position, I probably, let's see, it's a hard one. I mean, I think it's fine for you to go for it from here. It's just not as good as going from it from back here and having the better angle on it. And you guys get punished for it. Yeah. Let's hold that center a little bit longer. Again, on kickoffs, I like to grab these two boost pads so that I circle back here. Now look at the angle I have. I can tell everything that's going on. I could approach it going forward, and we could have got a goal right here just from holding that space a little bit longer from the center. This is a little iffy, so let's, how much, so, you went for the shot, you had 14 boost. As soon as you grab this, as it's going, we can boost as the ball is in the air. So remember, the camera goes full speed. We can boost back, turn around, drift, let this ball come. We can let Force can get it. If he doesn't get it, we can let Gupta hit it off the wall, and then we can react to that. Or we can challenge it from this angle, which is really nice. Because now we're opening up this opportunity, and got really, really lucky, but that could have been us. Like, we could have just been back here, let our teammates deal with it. As soon as he hits that ball, we can just clear it right here and go for the shot. Let's see. So, as this ball pushes out, you have so much time. You can do whatever you want. So, as soon as that ball comes out, you can put on your brakes down here, let it come up, and then meet it with it and go for a really solid shot. Or if you really, really wanted to, you could let that ball come all the way back down and hit it on the ground. Or you can get down on the floor quick and go for a short aerial. But we can make much smarter decisions, but just by recognizing that you had a lot of time. So you should have recognized it right here. you should know that you have time right here. I mean, there's just like no one pressuring you. And you just rushed it a little bit and got this subpar hit that you didn't want. Good follow-up though. We need to be going full speed, but you got distance, that's fine. Good decision. Good touch. Good control. We don't always need to come away from the wall. I would strongly recommend keep on pushing it down the wall as long as you can. Just push it down the wall, push it down the wall, push it down the wall. Force them to challenge you. As soon as they start to break, now you push it away from the wall and it's a lot more safer, a lot more consistent. Because right here you're just kind of giving them the ball and you're depending on your teammate to cover you, and we can do better with the ball. Good clear. Unfortunate. My only thing is you can control this. We don't need to rush this, and you should recognize that, right? I'll tell you when. Good job getting back. You should know that you have time. You don't see anyone, you don't hear anyone. You just have time to control that a little bit better and make it roll up the wall that's more favorable for you. And that's your teammate's fault for not getting back. However, you could have taken better care of the ball. Again, holding our space from the back. See. Back here, again, let's use this diamond. We grab this one, we wait. We wait to see what happens. Okay, no one's on it. Now we can just go for a really easy shot. So just by holding that space, you have another shot opportunity. And this is really committed, and now if you don't score it, it's kind of going to be worth a little bit pointless. Yeah, we could have definitely had easier opportunity. Good follow, good patience. You had more time to deal with that. You don't need to just force it. So, right here. Oopsie. Clear cam. You just need to trust yourself. Even if blue team hits it over your head, it's not the end of the world because they're not going to get a good hit and your teammate's going to be ready for it. So you just need to take a little bit better care of the ball. You know, sometimes it's totally okay for the other team to hit it if you know that they're not going to have a strong hit. So if it's along the wall and they're not in a good position to go for a big hit, then that's good for us. Good control. Let's release it early. Yeah, so the pathing's a little bit off too. Like right here, I wouldn't be turning into it because my teammate's ahead, I can see him. I would come back here and wait back here. That way I could be facing forward to see what happens so that if he messes up, I could hit it straight without having to turn into it. I can hit it straight towards him and follow it up, and it's going to be very hard for him to save. Even right here, that soft touch, get space and go for a boomer. Force him to save it from this position. It's going to be very awkward for him, especially if you hit it hard and fast. Because look how much time it takes to get back from that committed opportunity. We could have just released it a lot earlier. And this is my point. Like, this is good patience. Because look, they're not going to do anything dangerous. They're just going to keep on hitting it up. That guy doesn't have a good hit. You make a nice play, and now your teammate should have it, or you have it. That's fine too. We have time. We don't need to keep on going for this every single time. It's not really doing much for us. What else could we have done right here? So you had so much time right here. You had 100 boosts or 90 boosts. That's fine. So let's take a look at our options. Sorry, ball cam. I would go for a super soft touch that goes down for my teammate for a shot because it's easier and it's going to be harder. Or my teammate's going to be closest to the ball. It's going to bait the blue team to challenge, and you can give him an easy shot instead of this thing that is very easy to block and that is not going to really, it's not a good high scoring opportunity. You know, look for the simplest and easiest option all the time, even if that means passing it to your teammate. Okay, good spacing, good challenge, good challenge. Let's look at your path. Good turn on the ball, really nice. That's fine. Good control. Good 50, that's fine. And he messed up and you got the follow. That's okay. And he's got it. Nice, that's fine. Oops, and we just messed up. So, moral of the story, let's trust in the center a little bit more, and when we're supporting, let's come from this position, because you're going to have a lot easier opportunities instead of being stuck outside. So that triangle, when you're the second man, look for the ball, the front post, the ball, the back post, and get inside that triangle and hold that position. Offensively, when you have time, you have space, go for simple opportunities. If you can bang it off the back wall, it's going to force the defense to make a bad clear, especially if they're pushed up and they're moving back to their own net. And then you can punish them easy. They'll pop it up, they'll hit it off the wall, and now they're outside of the goal, and you just have to finish up. Put on your brakes, wait for them to hit it, let the ball come to you, and go for the easy shot. So make simpler offensive decisions, come from the center more on defense, and yeah, the simpler, the quicker, the faster is going to be the better. Let's not go for every time we get the ball. Let's not on the wall. Let's not go for an air drag. Think about something else. Take it down the wall and then push it off the wall. Take it all the way down the wall and then take it down on the ground. Go down on the ground, go for an aerial, and go for a shot. Keep them guessing. But if every time you go up the wall, all they have to do is wait for you to come down, and now you have to come around. That's giving them a really big advantage that we don't need to. So yeah, that's what I got for you for now.